Hello everyone, Baccarat James here for the Baccarat 1-2 knockout system, and I have to tell you this is my best system so far, and it's absolutely free. So come and join me, watch as you go along and learn. If you have any questions, put it in the description below. And I'll also be playing live stream. I'm going to casinos and seeing if they'll let me play live stream, then I'll do that. So please pay attention because we could possibly make a lot of money. I'm looking for partners that want to come in with me and play live all the time. Hey, you're more than welcome to get a hold of me in the description below, baccaratbeast@gmail.com. But remember, this is not financial or gambling advice. Let's get into it and let's learn. Okay, here we go. As always, I'm showing you the tracking sheet at the beginning and at the end. We started with no units, and our highest plateau, we're up 34 units. Look at our tracking sheet. We lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, our next bet is 1, and the juice is 266. So we will be getting into shoe for virtual bet 15. Now remember, give these guys a thumbs up as well as my channel, I hope, because this is a little bit of work. It's not hard by any means. It's a little bit of math work, and they do theirs, I do mine. All right, our first bet is 1 unit on the player, and we keep the vertical run going. And sometimes you can get on some real streaks right at the beginning. I try not to look ahead because you don't want to start fudging your numbers and seeing, well, how I could have done. No, you got to go for it. So we win there. Next bet's 2 units. No juice, win there. So our tracking sheet should show -1. Right? We win here at 1 unit on the player. Nope, tie. 1 unit on the player. Then we clear our tracking sheet and we go from there. So yeah, it's not working too bad here. I'm getting some nice streaks at the beginning. So our tracking sheet is clear now. Absolutely clear. Our highest plateau is 34. We win this one. Yep. Highest plateau is 35. No juice. We got to love it. 1 more on the player, please. May I have another on the player? Yes, you may. 36. 36. One of my favorite dealers. You may. She was great when I was in the business. No talk back. No bullshit. Let me know everything. 1 more on the player, we lose. Shout out to you, May, on this. All right. Bank, we lose. -1 on our tracking sheet. We bet the bank, same as last. That wins. Knock down the tracking sheet. Our juice, 1 more, 267. We wait or until it runs and keeps on running. Don't get trapped into those vertical runs, the solid runs. All right. 1 unit on the player. 1 unit on the player, that loses. Tracking sheet shows a -1. 1 unit on the player again. We switch to the chop. Nothing's been established. Okay, you need 2 to. Okay, we win there. The chop. Tracking sheet is empty. 1 unit on the bank. Stay with the stripes. Stay with the stripes. That wins. Juice gets added to 1. Our highest plateau is now 37 units, guys. 37 units. Plateau. Player. Win. 38. 38 units, guys, and climbing. And you wonder why. Why? Yeah, I can brag now, but I'm about due to get my ass kicked anytime soon, sometime soon. It's just the nature of the beast, and you got to play through it or just quit. If you can't stand the heat. That's why I don't bet big, guys. I don't trust this. 1 on the juice, 1 more. 39 on the highest plateau, guys. 1 more. 40 on the highest plateau. Isn't this sweet? 40 on the highest plateau. 1 more on the juice, please. Player, bank? No. Okay, 1 on the tracking sheet. 40 on our highest plateau. I'm so happy. Now I'm doing that live too, guys. I really am up a lot more than that, but not going to brag, not going to tell you anything. And no bullshit. I'm doing fine. I'm winning almost every day. Almost every day. There was 1 or 2 days where I lose a 10. So be it. 1 unit on the bank, guys. But so far, you got to know when to quit too, right? So we lose there. That's another -1. We go to the chop. 1 unit on the bank. Looking good. Knock 1 off your tracking sheet. Add 1 onto your juice. We're only down to 1 on our tracking sheet. Bet 1 unit on the player here. Tie. Okay, we'll take that. 1 unit on the player again. Alrighty then. Nope. Mark that down. -1. And yeah, we keep going on these. So okay, we bet the chop, 1 unit on the bank, guys. 1 unit on the bank. And if you're not getting the gaps and the double gaps, then you should pay attention. Okay, well, that wins. Knock one off your sheet. Add one to your juice. We got 5 units on the juice. 1 unit on the player. That loses. So your tracking sheet showing a -1, -1. Right? When it comes back to player, we'll bet the bank unless it runs 7 banks. Then we'll hop on the bank, right? Sometimes it'll just keep on going, and you're going to hit every one of those big streaks, right? You might only hit it once. There could be big streaks later on. 1 unit, bet the chop one more time. 1 unit on the bank, yeah. Nope, that loses. What was that? Yeah, that was a 1 unit bet. That loses. Okay, so when it comes back to bank, we start betting the bank. Yeah. We're looking for these clumps. The clumps, the lovely little lady clumps. Silly, I know. You run out of things to talk about. I could talk about my history. My 26, almost 27 years at the Venetian were pretty good. I don't believe in some of the policies there anymore, but hey, that's fine. It was still a good company to work for. I can't say shit about them, really. Good pay. Very stressful job. Very stressful when you get pounded with 6 tables. All right, we're back in again. Just when we thought we were out, we're back in again. There, it's been established to keep on going. We'll make a bet no matter what. This bet, player, and it loses. So you're showing -1, -1, -1, -1. 4 -1s. We bet the bank here, 1 unit. And that loses. Okay, we do it another one because it's been established at the front there that it was a front loader. So we give it one more time on the player. That wins. Circle it. All right, guys, 2-unit bets, starting with the bank on the next hand, or when it comes back to bank. And it did. 2 units now. 2 units on the bank. You should be showing 4 ones across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 units on the bank. Loses. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 4 ones and a 2. Now we go with the player here. 1 unit. That loses. 5 ones and a 2 should be showing. Go with the chop. 1 unit on the player. That wins. Circle it. 2-unit bet. 2-unit bet. On the bank. That wins. Knock off 2 of the ones. Right? 2 units on the juice. 3-unit bet. 3-unit bet on the player. You should be showing a 1, a 1, and a 2. That loses. 1, 1, 2, 3. That's what your tracking sheet should read. Comes back to player. We bet 2 units. Go back down to 1. 2 units on the bank. Bet the chop. 2 units on the bank. And if it clumps, it clumps. And it's a player, so your tracking sheet should show 1, 1, 2, 3, 2 now. Okay, when it comes back to bank, we bet 1 unit. Just follow the way through, guys. Follow the way through. We could lose our ass. Definitely we can, and we will. But will we get it back again? I certainly hope so. So your tracking sheet shows 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. And so we're down to a 1-unit bet on the bank when it comes back in. And we're -5 on our net scale. We're getting our nets crushed. Long may you run there, player. The solids are going crazy here. This player shoe, huh? And some people say, well, bet the bank every time. You can't lose. You can definitely lose. 1 unit on the bank here. 1 unit on the bank. That loses. All right. Now we go to the chop. Okay, because there is no single gap. 1 unit on the bank. That loses. Right. 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1 is your tracking sheet. Yeah, we're down 7 net hands. 3 more and then we call it a day. I would call it a day. Just go home, lick your wounds. But yeah, the Wizard of Oz is correct in that it's 1 long shoe. However, when you break it up like that, it just seems, it gives yourself a peace of mind. Okay, Wizard? I know you know a lot. He knows a hell of a lot more than I do when it comes to math. 1 unit on the bank, but I'm really not that much of a slouch. I'm not as smart as a wizard, but I'm not dumb. 1 unit on the player. Or maybe I'm dumb thinking that this will work. Okay, that's a run. Established. 1 unit. All right. When it comes back to bank, we bet the bank 2 units. Bet 2 units on the bank. If this wins, we got to juice it up, guys. 2 units on the bank. If and only if. Yeah, easy. Knock off one of those 2s. That's fine. 2 units. Right? On the juice. 3 units. We'll knock off a 2 and a 1. It should be showing 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Okay? 3 units on the player. Yeah. No juice. Knock off the 2 and a 1. Knock off the 2 and a 1. You should be showing a 1, 3, 1, 1. Okay, 4 units when it comes back. We win the 1, we win the 2, we win the 3. Yeah. Now we go 4 when it comes back to bank. Unless it runs its ass off. All right, nitty gritty. The most bets number highest we get is 5. 4 units on the bank here, guys. Nothing. Easy. 4 units. Knock off that 3 and the 1. What are you left with? 2 singletons. Add 3 to the juice, guys. 2, 3. So 12 units on the juice. We're down to a 2 unit bet to get even on the player, guys. Yeah, you can get lucky, obviously. That's what the world is about. That's how people procreate, right? You got to get lucky to procreate. So the world is all luck. Think about it. If you didn't get lucky, you wouldn't have had your little child, your baby boy or girl, right? It's all about luck. And, you know, children are a blessing, so you are lucky. I was never blessed. That's the way it was in the cards. But so maybe this was meant to be. I have all the time in the world. 2 units on the player. I don't have all the time in the world. Everybody's days. We got an expiry date. Don't kid yourself. Your carton says expired. Best by, 2030. Expires, 10 years later. I hope. Yeah, right. 2040. All right. We're betting 1 unit here, boys and girls, on the bank. And that wins. Wow. Our highest plateau is now 41. Highest plateau is 41. Add 1 to the juice. Forget about it. Go back to the player. 1 on the player. 1 on the player. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. That wins. Highest plateau is 42 now. Sweet. Up 42 units. Less the juice. Less the juice. 1 unit on the bank here, guys. 1 unit on the bank. Maybe by the time I get to 1,000 episodes, this will catch on, huh? That wins. 43 on the high HP. 43 units. Wow. Sweet. Did we ever get that back? Sometimes it's just, these patterns, they come and go. I'm screaming at you guys. Okay, 1 unit on the player. 1 unit on the player. Nope. So 1 unit on the bank. Mark that down on your tracking sheet. -1, guys. Don't screw around. 1 unit on the bank. Nope. Barbecued. Okay, 2 units. Negative. We switch to the chop here. We're going to the chop. We go 1 unit on the bank. Nope. That's 3 negatives. 3 negatives. Alrighty then. Excuse me. Phew. Yawning. 1 more unit on the bank, guys. 1 more unit on the bank. 111. Your tracking sheet should read. That wins. Circle it. 1 unit on the juice. 15 units on the juice. Wow. That's a lot. Come back to player. We would be betting 2 units, guys. Oh, that's it for that shoe. Another good shoe. Let's take a look at... Okay. Let's take a look at... We're going to episode 16 after this. The tracking sheet should read a 1 and a 1. Next bet is 2. Okay. Next bet is 2. Because it was 1, 1, 1. We won. We take the 1 off. And we go up 1. Because there's two left. The juice now 15 from and 266. 276, 281. 15 and 266, 281. I think my math is right. Yep. 15. All right. Our highest plateau, boys and girls. We're up 43. 43. Reverse that number. Woohoo. We win like 9 units there. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if you take the juice into consideration, that's 14 units. And we're up 43 minus 14, 33. 29 minus the 2 here. We're up still 27 units, after 15 shoes. It's a grind, but it's working, is it not? So that's all we care about. Okay, we'll see you in episode 16. Thanks for watching. Give me another thumbs up. I don't know whether I'll change my clothes or not. If I do another episode today, I won't. Okay, I'm burping away. Time to eat something. All right. Baccarat James over and out. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up and all that. Give me a subscribe. I'd love it. Helps keep the channel going. I'm doing this for free. Doing this for you guys to try and show you how to make some freaking money at Baccarat. Slay the beast. All right. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks again. Baccarat James over and out.